Have you ever looked at your life and thought, it kind of happened to me? I know I've had moments in my life years ago where I just looked around and thought, how did I get here? And who made these choices for me? I had clients who, maybe having kids or moving to a particular place, and they're like, that's what my partner wanted. Or that's what my family wanted. Or that's what people advised me to do. Who chose this life? What do I even want? I don't know. This life just kind of happened. If you've ever felt this way, this video is for you, because I'm sharing with you, if you are there, how to turn it around, how to come into your power and decide whether you're in this place of, I didn't even choose this. How do we get comfortable with actually having speak that which is right to us? And if you're in this place of, I kind of chose it, but I feel I'm just going on default, and I'm not sure I have the courage to choose anything else, this video is for you as well. So without further ado, let's dive right in. This video was inspired by several clients, by my own life, because we have sometimes, especially when we first wake up and we bring things to awareness and consciousness, and we look around and think, who chose this life? It just kind of happened. Things, one thing after another, or sometimes I ask, how's it going? You're like, oh, why did you want that? And like, it just kind of happened. And it's beautiful from the light aspect of, oh, life just carries me. But it's very disempowering from, I don't really have a say. I don't get to choose. I'm just a victim of circumstance. And if I'm lucky enough that life takes me into a good direction, great. And if I'm not, oh, that's not great, right? And that none of that is true. It's similar as the word hope. I recently, this is something that I would teach and say that there's no hope, there's decision. But I recently heard Deepak Chopra speak about how hope implies this deprivation and that's what we're hoping for. Like, it implies lack when you say, I'm hoping for something. And I love that formulation because it's similar that I would teach. It's like, when you go into hope, there's no, I'm the creator of my life. Why would you need to hope if you are in control, if you're in your power? Those two concepts don't go together. And so similarly, it's beautiful and amazing when we're like, I'm just carried. But for you to be carried, one thing after another, synchronicities, you're carried by that feel-good feeling. You just do something, or you go somewhere, or you talk to this person, not because, what is that going to get me? This is the result that I want. It feels amazing. It feels juicy. It feels delicious. That's why you do it. And then one thing after another, and you're like, oh, that thing I wanted just came to be. But the problem is what happens when you don't have that thing you want. You don't have that target. You don't have that intention. And so life just happens to you. And here's the thing. If you don't choose the life that you want to live, someone else will choose it for you. This is a whole other video that will be coming out. But notice in your life how, there might be a link actually right here somewhere. Notice how in your life you go into feeling other people. You may have a conversation and this person feels a lack about money, and you didn't even feel a lack of money. You're like, oh yeah, it's everywhere, and there's always more money, there's always more opportunity. And then you speak to this person and then you feel a lack up until you catch your thought and you're like, I'm not even living my reality, I'm living their reality. That's not even my reality. But if we do not consciously take the time to choose our own realities, to choose our own lives, to choose which direction we're heading, we're going to be, it's like a pinball machine. It's like that thing is just going all over the place. We don't know where we're going because we're bouncing off of other people's energies, of other people's interpretations, of other people's ways, and they create our lives energetically. I'm not just talking about programming from, early childhood, parents, caregivers, society. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking the present moment. If you don't take time to adjust, right, what is my money story? And we have so much content on this in Thrive and the membership, but it's like, what is my money story? How do you create that, right? If you don't keep coming back to that, then when you hear about someone who has lack, oh, right, oh no. And then you hear someone's abundance, like, oh, okay, that, okay. And then you're just you don't have your own story, so you're just bouncing on between different stories. And similarly, if you don't get clear on what you want your life to look like, you're just going to keep following other lives, other people's lives, other lives as well, things that, oh, this is what I saw on TV, this is what my life should be, this is what will make me happy. Not actually asking yourself what will make you happy. How do we do that? Because I know for me, even when I started asking myself, okay, so no idea who chose this life, or some things I know who chose it. It's like I was talked into it, like, pick this person as a partner. They're a great catch and they're amazing and they're going to be there for you. And, nobody even asked me. It's like, wait, what do I want? And I didn't have much of a say. When you come out of that, you're like, what do I want? And sometimes we go into, well, I don't know, so you pick. We give our power away because we're not taking the time to tune into our soul. And what a shame is that, right? It's like, there's one of you. You are a freaking gift. There's only one of you. No other person ever will look like you, will speak like you, will have your particular preferences, your particular life experiences that make you you. And it's you that such special, one of a kind filter of the divine coming through, of God life source consciousness moving through you in your particular way, with your likes and dislikes and wants and needs. Throwing that away, just discarding it, to me is heartbreaking, because we came for this, to experience this individuality. Are you expressing that? So if you're there, okay, I have no idea how to do that. Or again, like I said in the intro, like, what if you're there kind of living your life and you're like, I don't know how to do anything else from this. Just feeling yourself heavy on the seat right now. I'm going to do a little experience right now, but this is obviously deeper work. And if there's something you want to dive into, or like one-on-one support, or if you want to do this consistently, which is what Thrive is about, reach out to me and see if it's right for you. But right now, just coming into feeling your butt on the seat. Feeling maybe your feet on the ground if you're standing. Your back straight, sitting up straight. Taking a deep inhale and feeling yourself heavy on the seat, feeling supported by the earth. Feeling the magnificence that is you. Bringing this to awareness, either looking at one point or closing your eyes. And if you're comfortable, just becoming aware of your heart. If you want to, you can put your hand on the heart. If not, just becoming aware of it. Some people are uncomfortable with this. It's a lot of contact. And so just tuning into you and really acknowledging yourself for the individual that you are. You're a one of a kind. There will never be another one like you. And from this magic that you are, tuning into your body, tuning into right now, tuning into your heart, setting an intention to hear your soul. What do I really want right now? It doesn't have to be big. You're not gonna, you might, but it doesn't have to be, I'm gonna write a book that will change the world. I'm gonna find a cure for cancer. I want to take a nap right now. I want to paint a painting that was in my mind for a long time. I want to take up guitar. I want to put away this ugly picture that I have in my house that is just driving me nuts every day. I want to buy a plant for my room. It doesn't have to be this, and noticing the judge, right? It's like, oh, that's not good enough, or that's not big enough, that's too small. Anything. And if there's nothing at all, then just coming into your body, it's the beginning stages of this exercise, and noticing how much more comfortable can I get What would me being a little bit more comfortable look like? I just noticed I did this movement of kind of like adjusting my hair for my hair to go back a little bit. Sometimes in conversation, we may be talking to someone and like our hair is like in our face and we're still not going to do that because we're like, oh, I don't want to kind of make a movement to interrupt this conversation. And so we don't allow ourselves to get more comfortable. Or sometimes, we sit down, a conversation starting and we're working and we're like, oh, okay, I'm kind of not 100%, but that's okay. Let's just keep going. When you're allowing those little things in, like, actually, I want to move my pillow like this, or like, I actually just want to adjust it like this, like 1 centimeter. It makes a difference for me. Don't judge me. You don't know. I know how I feel. And so when we allow ourselves to do that, like, how comfortable can I actually allow myself to get? That's what creates a shift. That's what allows you more of, oh, my voice matters. My comfort matters. My desires matter. So it starts with a little thing of, can I just allow my body to be comfortable? And then can I allow my mind to be more comfortable? And this is not an invitation to, well, then everyone should do what I say. Well, I'd be more comfortable if you shut up right now and don't tell me, what a horrible person I am or how I did something wrong. I'd be more comfortable with that. It's not about controlling the outer environment. It's about you. Are you giving yourself permission? And sometimes it may be in the most loving way possible, expressing, hey, this hurt my feelings. And this is a whole other video. I'm not even going to get into this right now. It's a lot of how to communicate our needs and free of attachment in a loving way, and the vulnerability that it takes to admit, like, hey, when you say that, it hurts me. And this is what I need instead. I will make a video on this. It's such an important topic. And so there is that element. But first, can you just be okay? Can you allow yourself that which you need? I made so many video on this. There's a lot of hypocrisy within us. We wait for others to give us that which we're not giving ourselves. We wait for someone else to make us comfortable when we're not willing to take the second to do that ourselves. To adjust your posture, to maybe you get an extra pillow, to maybe get a glass of water when you have that little, oh, I'm thirsty. And then we kind of forget about, oh, not now. And we override that intuition. So this is how you get comfortable with knowing this, how you come into living your life that is true to you. When you may be starting from a place of, I don't even know what the life true to me is. It's in a little thing. One thing after another after another. Start with one little thing. Adjusting the pillow for you get a little bit more comfortable. And root in that knowing, oh, I know that I'm better now with this. This is what I'm leaving you with. If, again, this is something you want one-on-one support with, self-mastery is definitely a great container for you. It's a 3-month program that I work with one-on-one with individuals and very tailor-made to you, specific to you, with subconscious reprogramming audios and just a whole bunch of gold. So get on a free clarity call if this is something that you want to dive into and have these incredible results in 3 months. That may be right for you. No strings attached, completely free call just to see if this is right for you. The link is below in the description. And if you are there okay, not the deep work, but I want to consistently tune into my soul. And I want to make those steps, not just the energetics and okay, great, I feel amazing, but how do I bring this in my life? This is what we do in Thrive. Okay, we got quarterly plannings, we got soul inquiries. This is what those spaces are for, live calls every single week. So that too, you're welcome to either check out the link or get on the call with me and see if it's right for you. I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for being amazing. And thank you for clicking on this video and being like, yes, I want to actually choose what my life looks like. I want that individual expression of God that is me to be expressed. I want the fullness of that. I want the deliciousness of that. I thank you for that. And just finishing with a deep inhale. And I'm wishing you a very powerful week ahead.